Okay, we're back online. Uh, Sorry for that. I had to restart the platform. Then I had connectivity issues, and now we're back online. So while we were away, we saw that price actually broke out of today's value area high and broke inside the previous week's value area. So I took a long after I saw some acceptance. Now price is retesting, is trying to retest the value area high, and we got some rejection from the CVA of the 5-day CVA, but I think it's gonna get accepted. We may see some sideways action now, but I'm so sure very soon will get accepted inside. So that's why I'm leaving. I haven't taken any profits yet because it was only what about 7 points, so I didn't take any profits, and I'm waiting to get accepted inside, and I'm gonna take both of my contracts just before the POC, which is a 67.80, almost 89, and at the same time, where the POC is here, we have the previous week's value POC. So you see here, now you see on the right screen actually. Okay, so you see this area. So this is the value POC of the previous week, and if you see here on the actual trading, you see the same point is exactly the POC from the CVA. So I'm planning to take just before that some profits. I'm gonna close my position actually. So I'm holding now because I'm confident that price is gonna hold. We saw that we traced below the 10K, so that's maybe a sign of retracement. Let's see. My original plan was take this breakout of the value area high. We see we tried here to retest, came back, and now we broke. But during this breakout, I couldn't place any orders, so I just missed all this action. So I took the second best because that was a migration from today's value area to the POC. It would be nice. It was about 20 points. But I took the second best, which was acceptance within the previous week's area. I have quite wide stops because we made price see fluctuating going sideways here. And I'm just going to be observing basically. If I had this entry, which I was planning to initially, I would have taken probably both of my contracts up here to the CVA low. Now we'll see. We're just waiting. Hopefully we'll get accepted inside. We see the cumulative delta is not retracing a lot. It's holding just below the 9K, which is a good sign that it may actually reclaim the 10K. Now it's holding just inside the previous week's value area. if the price attempts to go inside the DVA high, especially below here, I'm just going to cut my trade. And I'm going to be waiting for a re-entry or acceptance above here, or if we retest this area down there, the value area high. We lost the initial momentum here, so I'm not sure if it still has power to go. Let's see. I'm very inclined to close the position. Let's see if the DVA high will hold. If not, I'm just going to close it. There's no point. Let's see if it holds. 67, 555. If it holds that, it's going to retest now the value area high of the previous weeks. Let's see. DVA high seems to be holding. Let's see. I'm quite confident it's going to get accepted inside the CVA, but it could be like probably later on. Let's see. This I hate it because of these stupid technical errors and mistakes from Rhythmic. I could have taken a really nice move here, probably for around 42 to 23 points, and I could finish my day really well. But let's see now. Maybe not the over. Okay, now it's finding the monthly POC is there. The monthly POC. Just about there. That's why it's finding hard to break. 60, 67, 64. Yeah, that's the monthly POC there. So if you see in the right screen here, you see the POC just about here. 67, 64, you see. I didn't see that before, to be honest. So there's going to be a bit conflict now, because the previous weeks value area will try to hold inside and the poke will try to push it down. So it's a bit risky. The good thing is that we see the cumulative delta is dropping dramatically, but we see the price is still holding. So that's something to consider, that the buyers are still keeping the price. That's why we're still in trade. Okay. Also 67, 65, if you see on the last screen, there was a big limit order here, which was taken away. Possibly the sellers saw what I saw, that price is not retracing after the rejection of the 10K of the delta, and they just took their stops. So that's encouraging. Okay, so if we break the monthly poke, then I'm pretty confident we're just gonna get to the other side. And if we see on the right screen, we see that the the monthly value area high is exactly where the value area high of the previous week is. So it's right here, you see. And I plan to take the profits just at these nodes here, this sledge. So we see some rejection. Let's see. Okay, the point of control moved up, so that's a good sign. So we may see some consolidation now before it attempts to break the poke. It's a tough trade because we have different directions. If you see, we have the poke pushing down, and we have, sorry, yeah, we have the poke pushing down, and we have the value area trying to hold it inside. So that's why we see all this choppiness now. But if this holds, we may see some consolidation to the upside. Okay, I see many limit orders now just started to appear, which is not a good sign, but let's see. We can see them all here, just about here. We see buyers are pushing, but we see many limit orders like layers. I'm holding my position because I like what I see so far. Also like, according to my experience, many times we see that if it's going sideways and the DVA high is pushing higher, then we're gonna see some consolidation in here, and then we may see price actually breaking up. What I mean, we see here, and we see this one closing in as the volume is coming positive, and at some point I believe that we're gonna break inside. We're gonna reach our target. It's like a wedge, kinda like. Just gonna put my stops tighter now. I don't want them to go below this point. So basically now I'm just risking 3 points, 12 ticks. It's very possible to see some rejection here. If it is, we don't mind. We're just gonna wait for the next setup to come. It's very likely we're gonna test again this area and then push up higher. You see, like there's a big absorption here, but we see the cumulative delta keeps dropping. So basically now I'm risking only 1%, 1.5%. So there isn't much to lose. And from my experience also, another thing is that if we see price attempting to break like here, here, here many times, according to my experience, price will do eventually break because it eats up all the limit orders from here and just weakens them, and then price is free to go. Okay, DVA high holds. There's a big like consolidation in there. So we see now that how the buyers are holding, but I'm not sure for how long they're gonna hold. I'm gonna take my position out, I think so. And I'm gonna be okay, taking my position out, scratching it, and I'm gonna be waiting two things. Either break above the poke and enter inside, or possibly a retest of this area, the breakout area. I didn't like I didn't like how the delta just pushing lower, and buyers are struggling to hold. We are still within the previous week's value area, but there's a big tendency to push lower. I think we're kind of consolidating within the previous value area now. Mm. Too bad we missed all this nice move before. See, I think we're kind of rejecting now. I'm not looking for shorts because we are very bullish at the moment. So we're just gonna be waiting to retest some key areas like this one or this one. If we go within the previous EVA here, I'm just gonna short it. But at the moment, I'm just waiting longs from here or here. Or if we get into this CVA, of course, the 5-day CVA. Okay, now we're breaking out of the previous week's value area. Nothing to do here. Hmm. I think we're testing now the 5K. I think we may see some key rejection here. Look, for example, like we may see price doing this at the 5K, which means that also the price will come and push higher again. Still nothing. We're still going slowly, very slowly to test the 5K. Okay, we see some momentum here. Let's see. Just gonna make another coffee. I'm gonna have to stop the stream for now. I'm gonna be having uh, my platform up and running in case we break inside the CVA above or we retest one of these key areas. In the meantime, I'm not gonna be streaming, but I probably will do like a live later, just sharing if I took any trade or not, or in any other case, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.